everybody. This is Heather Arnos. I'm the Director of Development at the Armstrong Community Music School, and I'm very excited to be talking to you today about Amplify Austin, Austin's 24-hour fundraising campaign. I believe it's the 11th or 12th year that Austin is doing this campaign. So it's 24 hours. It starts at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, March 6th, and it goes all the way to Thursday, March 7th at 6 p.m., although donations come in both before and after that 24-hour period, but that's the concentrated effort. There's lots of prizes and matching that happens in that 24 hours. So this is my little presentation. Let's see if I can go to the next. So I'm going to have an overview, tell you about our goals, show you a live demonstration. Probably not maybe fully set up because I've already set up my page, but get you as far as I can. Talk about the prizes, some hot tips, and talk about our launch party. So this is my nice little overview page. Some really great things to note are, excuse me, there are probably over 700 nonprofits participating, and Amplify Austin has set up some really wonderful prizes every hour that happen. Some that happen every, it's like the first 6 hours that they're there, and in different categories, there are also other prizes. So in our category, in arts and culture, there is a matching funds from Tito's Vodka that if you put hashtag, I think it's Love Tito's, that you the donation will be matched. I think it's up to a certain point. They have $15,000 total to match, but that's a nice prize for the arts and culture organizations. And there are fees. Yes, there are fees at 8%. However, I would say the majority of donations that come in, people choose to match those. And it seems really high, but 3 to 4% of that alone is just credit card fees, which happen with any online donation. And the remaining fees are just the sheer cost to run this online platform that is takes a lot of people and manpower and to set up. So that's where the other fees are going. And then there is a $5 minimum donation. So just know that when you're asking your friends. Our goals this year for 2024 are to raise $25,000. I have a reach goal as well to raise $30,000. We've secured a $10,000 match from Gabe and Jessica Brule, and Rosalie and Jim Bolden have both come together to have a $10,000 match, which is awesome because it's an increase from last year. Last year we raised $20,000, and so we're up in it, and I hope that we really get to that $25,000. We hope to have 10 fundraisers, 15 is our reach, and 125 donors or 150 at our reach. Now, how to set up your page. I'm not going to go super into that, but what I am going to do is show you the dashboard. One thing I do when I'm trying to look for Amplify Austin always is I just type in amplifyatx.org, and that is the fastest way I find it. It remembers it because I've gone. This has put us at the search page under pets, but here's all so there's 771 nonprofits this year. That's really cool. And then I am going to go to, you can't see all of my screen. I don't know why I blocked it out, but I go here and I log in. That's if I've already created mine. But if you're wanting to start from scratch, you go to the search function and type in Armstrong. And then I say view. Go to the view button. And then right under here, there's either donate or fundraise. And so I would click fundraise if I'm coming here new. And you can put first name, last name, campaign name, which it's usually just your first and last name. I recommend that. That's the easiest way to find you as a fundraiser, and email and password. And then you click, there's a submit button that you can't see down here, but it's right down here. Submit. And then it will take you to hopefully this dashboard. And this is where you can set your goal. So I click on tell my story. So my fundraiser name is just Heather Arnos. I put a picture of my daughter Hazel on here. I put my goal at $3,500. That's about how much I raised the last 2 years for the Armstrong Community Music School. Between 30 and 40 plus donors. Took that many to get. So that was, that meant about every donor that I, on average, that I asked gave about $100. Now I had definitely many donations that were less than that, and I had some donations that were larger than that, mostly some close family that gave those donations. And then I typed in a little message right here, but I wouldn't spend so much time on here because the place I, put your time and energy is into the messaging that you're sending out to everyone. So that's important, but like only so much. And then it does encourage you to make a donation of your own. So I did that. You can donate at any time. They're accepting early donations, which since we don't have a strategy to go for a specific time prize, I would highly suggest that. They even have an option to send emails out through their platform. And what's great about it is that it has a little script right here already. That I do think the shorter the better, but it depends on your audience. So, yeah, I'd encourage you. Like, I love it. It's, every bit counts. So that's an option to send emails. They have a share socially, which, this is, you can use, I'm sure you have better platforms and ways to share socially. Like this doesn't even, it's not an X, should be an X. And then give thanks. So once somebody donates, you can actually select that donor, and which is me, and it has another nice script, and it also auto calculates the percentage of how far you are to your goal, so you can update them and really share their impact. And then you can say send thanks, and it automatically does that, and it shows you that you thanked them. So there's some really nice tools on the dashboard for later on. And then the other nice thing about this is that if you forget who donated, it shows that to you. So that's a very quick overview of how to set up your page. We are going to have, it says staff, but it's everybody awards. Everybody awards for Amplify. So who raised the most dollars gets a prize. Who has the most donors gets the prize. And I really like this one every year. Who has the most new donors? So if it's your first time fundraising for us, you're very likely to win that. And the thing that I added this year is the most creative campaign. So that is up to me, but I'm excited to look for creativity. People can have really a lot of fun with it. Make really fun videos. Please tag the school if you make videos on Instagram or on Facebook. Please tag us so that we can like, comment, share them as well, because especially on Instagram, content you create, we'll likely be able to share it ourselves. And then our prizes this year are an espresso machine, which we love. We have this ourselves at our house. This massage gun that I'm basing these prizes off of things that I love. Hopefully you love them too. This massage gun, we love it so much we have 2 of them at our house. So it's so great when you have that like pain in your leg or your shoulder or wherever. And then, in this year of like new beginnings, let's have really good teeth health and have a water flosser, because who doesn't need a water flosser? I don't have one, so that might be something I would love to win. And then a custom flower arrangement. That this is my side love, is flower arranging. So if any of these don't look cool to you, we do have that. Yeah, and again, most raised, most donors, most new donors, and most creative campaign. Okay, this is the most important part of my entire thing, are the hot tips. So the very first thing you want to do before you start reaching out, well, you can start reaching out whenever, but is create your list. And I even went into my Word document and I started typing this list out here. So you want to reach out to the parents, grandparents, in-laws. I put parents and like grandparents and family like at the top, just because I feel like they're, for some people, might be the easiest to reach out to, and ask for dollars. They know you. They know that you love music or music education, so they'll likely be the first ones. And then our grandparents and our awesome. If you have in-laws, they can also be a great source. And if I don't have any grandparents alive anymore, but if you do have that, that's a great resource. And then family friends, like the people that that are really great friends with your families, maybe saw you grow up, maybe grew up with you, were your neighbors, and they stuck with you forever. But who are those family friends? And then past mentors and teachers. I love this one because, especially if they're your music teacher, because, if they see that you're fundraising for something that is, something they did for you, I think that is really near and dear. My voice teacher from college always donates to my Amplify Austin campaign. Yeah, she's still a supporter of me today. And yeah, I love that is a thing that you can ask for. And then past and current bosses and coworkers who are your friends at your or places that you have worked in the past, or oh, I love this. One of our advisory board members has a reunion often with their friends that they did a really cool camp in Europe. And I'm not sure the camp was in Europe, but they always travel to Europe. But the fact that they've kept up with those camp counselors every year is so neat. And so that's a group that you can reach out to that knows you well and would potentially support. It doesn't have to be people in Austin that are supporting. It can be people all over. And then, of course, your friends. What friends are supporting you? Reach out to them. And then groups. So what groups are you in? Are you in a soccer league? Are you in a choir? Are you in a band? Do you volunteer somewhere? Are you in a religious group? Someone brought up they have Wednesday choir. at their church. And I was like, oh my God, that's the perfect place. It starts on Wednesday. That's the group to reach out to. And then who are your neighbors? Who do you talk to? I have had some success sending a group text to, my immediate like 4 neighbors. And it was like a little bit of peer pressure that added when I did all 4 of them together. But they were all like, yes, I want to help you win. Because I had a little, internal competition going on. And then other kid or animal parents. If you are a parent and you know other parents in your parent groups, who will support in that way? And then, do you go to a doggy park or a cat cafe? Like, who are those other parents that you know? And then I'm sure I'm missing a ton of people in groups. So if you think of somebody else or something else, I want to know. Send it to me so I can add to this list of who you can ask. So once you have your list, you are ready. And all you have to do, I say that not lightly, is start reaching out. Now, the most effective way is to do it in person. Remember when I said I reached out to my neighbors, like a group of 4 of them? Well, it was Amplify Austin Day, and I was leaving the house, getting ready to go to work, and I think it was like 4 of them happened to be on the corner, and I said, hey, guys, I pulled over, rolled down my window, and said, hey, can you help me with something? And that, I do think that was so effective because they were like, yes, of course, sure. So then I sent them all a text message, and they had that link to immediately donate. And so it was good because it was 2 touches. Because a lot of people need reminders, including me. I need so many reminders to do things. So we want to make it as easy as possible. And that's why I say phone. If you're already talking to someone on the phone, you have the opportunity to tell them what you're doing. And it can be quick and easy, and you can slide it in. Oh, by the way, I have this campaign. Will you consider a donation? And then text message. Text is also really good because it's probably the fastest. Because you're going to follow up your in-person and your phone with either a text or an email with that link to your page to donate. And then the other nice thing I will say in the search function of the Amplify page, which, let's see, I'm going to go out of that. And I'm just going to go back to the search. And I believe I can type in like Heather Arnos. Nope. Well, I can type in Armstrong. And at the very bottom, you will see like my name here that you can donate. And you can click. That's another easy way to find fundraisers. And, we already have pictures and information up on our website, so you don't feel like you have to tell everybody all the things that we're doing. On our Amplify page, we have a lot of really good resources and information. So text is the next one. After that, I would say email. I have my example email that I sent to Sonia last year at the start of the campaign. And I mean, even for me, I would say that this is a pretty long email. You can shorten it. If that person knows you well, I would say you can shorten it. In fact, our friends at Austin Shakespeare, we love Alex Alford, and I love his email. So it's short and it's sweet, and we love donating to Alex every year because he's just so great in asking us. It's so nice. And he's like, dear Heather and Reed, like death and taxes, Amplify Austin is rolled around again, and I hope you help out. There's no more. It's so true. There's so much funding has been lost for the city of Austin very significantly. And so he knows that we know that too. So he's using some internal knowledge, which is good. And then they also, I love it, they also have a $10,000 match. And then he puts his page, and it's quick and easy. So that's an excellent example of a very quick email, or a text could be that, like that as well. And then I love Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, TikTok, direct message. These are all really good reminders. You can get some donations there depending on like your audience. If you know people are on one of these social media things all the time, that is a good way to reach out to them. And maybe it's the reminder to the text that you might have sent. So those are really great. And also they're great ways of sharing a story. So if you have a story as to why you're doing what you're doing, that's really good. And then also the other bonus for sharing on social media, if you tag us, then we get to share it and have more traction with more eyes that way. Make it personal. You know, why is music education important to you? Why is music important to you? If you like a specific program, tell people about that one. You know, there's lots of things that you can talk about with Amplify. And then more hot tips: use the GiveGab tools. So GiveGab is just the platform in which Amplify Austin runs, and I Live Here, I Give Here is the nonprofit that oversees this, and Amplify Austin is a program of I Live Here, I Give Here. So it can be very confusing, like who's doing what, where, but it's Amplify Austin is a program of I Live Here, I Give Here. Please be creative, have fun with it. Don't wait, just do it as soon as you can. Start today, and then be an example by donating first. You saw that $5 donation. You can start with a $5 donation and just show you have some skin in the game. It's always helpful. You don't have to, but it does help. And then on March 6th, we have our laptop party. So 5:30 to 7, we're going to be in one of our early childhood rooms with tables and our laptops, and or if you just want to bring your phone, Bethany has her phone there. We're texting, we're calling, we're going to have food and drinks, and it's just fun to do it together and in community, and you know, share all the things. And even if you don't have a page or whatever, come and help us write, you know, thank you cards. We already have multiple donations that have come in, so we're wanting to send those thank you postcards out, and you know, we could get a head start on that. So and then in the next 24 hours, tell me how it's going. Text me, tell me what's happening, how can I help, give me updates, give me the stories. Like my dentist from when I was a kid donated because they always knew I sang or always knew I loved piano or music. You know, I want those stories. So thank you for watching this super long video, but I appreciate you and, you know, spending your time doing this for our organization. Armstrong means the world to me and so many people in this community, and we're in a big growth point for us. So it's really crucial and helpful that you're doing this. So thank you so much.